What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you are new, please subscribe to my channel, like my videos, all of that. It would help me out a lot. And also a massive thank you to all the new subscribers I got from my last video and everyone that showed love on that video. Everyone was loving the bearing review video that I did and all the clips that I got with the homies. So let me know if you want to see more of my homies skating in the videos, because usually it's just me skating. But yeah, if I can get them involved, we'll get some better clips and my videos will turn out well. So today I'm going to be setting up these bad boys. I've got some deck rails from, it's the company called Pig Rails. They usually make wheels. I know Pig Wheels is the company. I know they make wheels, but yeah, I didn't just choose this brand specifically. I just wanted to get some deck rails. And these ones are white, so they match the new deck that I just got. I picked up one of the homies' boards. So the company Ideal, one of my homies runs this company. I'll link his profile in the description so you guys can check it out. They make pretty sick boards, and this new graphic is so clean. So I thought the white rails would go really well on this one. But yeah, I got the new deck. I'm gonna set the rails up and I'm gonna try and wear them in and give them a good review, because if you guys watch my cruiser board video, I got some deck rails on that board just to protect the graphic, because it's such a sick Vegeta graphic. I didn't want it to ruin. And I thought if I want to do some board slides or muck around on my cruiser as I'm filming people or cruising, then the rails would protect it. But the rails actually help it slide really well because they were steel. I didn't realize they were steel. I thought they were plastic. So when you are sliding, it feels like you're grinding. So I thought I definitely need to get a pair of these for my actual proper board and see how it helps. Like if it helps me skate rails better, or if they're garbage and it makes my board too heavy. I'm not gonna know until I try it. So yeah, I'm pretty keen to try these out. I'm gonna set them up and I'm gonna head to the skate park with the longest flat bar. It was in my video last week, Macquarie Skatepark. I'm gonna head there and just try and skate the flat bar and do as many tricks as I can. Maybe try and get like the whole length of the rail, do a few tricks like that. But yeah, I'm gonna set them up, grip the board, screw these in, and then throw my trucks on this board and then get ready to go to the skate park. Let's do it. Alright, so I've got everything set up and it actually looks pretty sick. Like, it's so clean and the white rails go well with the board. But if you're going to put deck rails on your board, I'll definitely advise you get a drill, because I've still got a broken finger and I had to use a screwdriver, so I couldn't quite get the screws in. I'm not sure if you can see, but they're not flush, they're sitting above the rails a little bit. So that's why I super glued the holes in the middle three of each one, just so in case the screw doesn't sit properly or it wants to come out, hopefully the glue does something to help it. And I put double-sided tape on the inside of the rails too. That's what I was doing with that sticky tape. But yeah, it looks good. Rails are set. I'm gonna go to the skate park and test them out. And I actually got risers too. I was talking about that in my last video, but because I've got bigger wheels, I get more wheel bite. So I might tighten my trucks a little bit more, and hopefully the risers help just keep me from getting wheel bite and sticking all the time. But yeah, I'm gonna head to the skate park and test it all out. So I'm back at Macquarie Skate Park today because out of all the skate parks around my area, this is the one that has the longest flat bar. Look at that. It's about 4 meters long. It's probably my favorite thing to skate at this park too. And since I'm doing a deck rail review video, I thought this would be the perfect place to do that video, because all I want to do is slide and grind today. So that's what I want to skate. So as usual, I'm gonna have to warm up. I want to get used to the board a little bit because I've never had a proper skateboard with deck rails on it. I had the rails on my cruiser board, but the cruiser board's already 9 inches wide and the wheels are massive, so I couldn't tell if it added any more weight. So I've got the rails on. I've also got risers too. I put risers on since my last video because I was getting heaps of wheel bite. With the bigger wheels that I have, I'm getting more wheel bite. So hopefully the risers help stop me from getting wheel bite. But yeah, I haven't skated this board yet, so I don't know what it feels like with risers on and with the deck rails. So I need to suss it out, do a few ollies and cruise around, just see how it feels, because I need to get used to that weight. If it does feel heavier, it might not, but I'm gonna test it out anyway. And also I got some different shoes on today. I got the Chima Pro 2s in the cream color. Look at that, how crispy clean they are. They're clean for now. But yeah, I bought another pair of these. My maroon ones aren't worn out that I did the 100 tray flip challenge in, but I like to change my shoe color depending on what I feel like wearing. So I got these ones in cream too, so I can have a light color pair than the dark maroon pair. And since today, I'm rocking the white board with the white deck rails, I thought these shoes would go perfectly for today's video. So let's start getting warmed up. So it's feeling pretty good so far. I can't really tell if it's heavier or not. It feels pretty much the same. I've got my riser pads on too, but I still got a little bit of wheel bite, if you can see there. Just a little bit. I tightened my trucks a tiny bit too, just to help that, but it feels better anyway. So yeah, risers, I feel like I'm a bit higher. You wouldn't think that would make too much difference, but the rails aren't adding any weight to the board either, so I'm ollieing pretty well. It feels pretty comfortable. Plus it's a new board anyway, so even if it did feel a bit heavier, it might just, like, I might have felt like it was the board that's heavier. So yeah, I'm going to start my first board slide now and see. I'm not going to wax the rail or anything. I just want to see if I need to wax it, because usually you don't have to wax. These things just help you slide along the rail. So I'm going to get that first. So this is my first board slide attempt with the new rails on. Alright, that felt amazing. And like I was saying when I was using my cruiser board, it feels like you're just grinding, because it just hits the rail and there's no friction at all, just like when you're grinding on your trucks. So that's after two board slides there. It's already dirtied the railers a bit, which I'm not fussed about. I knew it was going to get dirty anyway. So yeah, it feels good to board slide. Now I'm going to try and do a few more rail tricks and just get used to the rails. So I'm going to try some more tricks and try and do 10 decent warm-up tricks. So just some basic stuff just to get warmed up, get used to the rails a bit more, and then I'll try and step it up. But first, 10 tricks. One of the screws came out, so the super glue obviously didn't work. It stuck on the rail and must have just got caught and pulled it out. So yeah, that's not a bad note on the rails, that's just me not being able to screw it in properly because I didn't have a drill. Damn, I'll keep that. There's another 4 holding it in, so hopefully no more pop out. Alright, back to work. Alright, just did 10 warm-up slides. The rails are feeling amazing and everything. I pretty much got everything first go besides the nollie back lip where my screw came out. So I'm gonna hold on to this. Maybe I can super glue it in back in the deck with stronger glue maybe. I don't know. I'll just hold on to it and see. But now I'm actually warm. Gonna have to take my jumper off because I'm about to get serious. So I did my 10 warm-up slides. Now I want to do 10 tricks across half of the rail. So I'm gonna start doing some grinds and stuff too, because all I wanted to do was slides before and get used to the rails. But yeah, they're feeling good. They're sliding well. They're getting a bit dirty, but it's just from all the wax on the rail. And also, yes, I haven't even waxed the rail yet. I don't know if it's sticky or not, but with the rails on, it's not sticky. So I'm loving them at the moment. They're feeling really good. They're not feeling too heavy on my board either. So yeah, time to step it up. 10 tricks along at least half of the rail, so half the distance. So let's get it. Out here. Alright, I got the 10 rail tricks on half of the rail, which I really thought that would be easier. These rails don't really allow you to lock in on a board slide or a lip slide or something like that. You can't really do that on a board anyway, but because it's so slick, there's no real place that the board locks in when you want to slide. But that's not a bad thing. I like sliding like that, but it was just hard to get used to balance, like balancing this way on the rail. Plus it's really windy out here, which you can already probably tell. So the wind was just blowing me all over the place. I was slipping and sliding all over the place, but it really tests your balance. So yeah, I got the 10 half rail tricks. The rails are holding up really well. They're scratched obviously because of the rail, but no other screws have popped out, thank God, only that one. So that must have been the worst one that I screwed in. But once again, that's not the rail's problem, that's me not being strong enough to screw it in without a drill. But yeah, I'm loving it so far. So board's good, rails are sick, I'm loving them so far, and it is helping me slide. And I think I want to do 3 to 5 tricks on the whole rail, like the whole from the beginning to the end, which will be hard. I know I want to do a board slide, a front board, and a feeble. And then maybe I'll start with those 3 tricks and then I'll see how I feel. I'm going to do at least those 3. And then if I'm feeling a bit more courageous, I'll try and step it up. Because doing the half rail tricks, a few of those that I thought would be easy was hard. Like the front feeble took me a while. The front lip, which I'm not really good at front lip slides, that was first try. So things like that, it's just weird. Usually things that I get easy are harder today. Things that are hard for me, I'm getting easier. So yeah, rails are going well. I'm well warmed up now. The sun's out, even though it's warm. Even though it's windy, it's still warm because the sun's pounding down on me. But yeah, good so far. I'm going to hit the rail again and try and do the board slide, front board, and backside feeble across the whole thing. And then I'll see how I feel after that. Let's go. That was surprising, but I got the board slide first go, thanks to these bad boys. Let's get the front board. I want to land straight. Usually when I do the front board I go fakie, but if my body just turns with it. I got it. Alright, that's what I wanted. Front board come out straight. Now, time to get the back feeble. Alright, got the board slide first go. Front board maybe 5 to 10 tries, and then the feeble second try. So all of that was within 5 minutes. So I kind of feel like, I don't know what to try, but I feel like I need to do more tricks. That was 3, I did say 3 to 5, so all right, I'm gonna try it. So 2 more tricks. I'm gonna try and make it 5 total. So I got the backboard, front board, back feeble. I just don't know what to try. I did a front lip on this a while ago, like a couple weeks ago, and I absolutely got smashed. I landed it though, but I don't know. And usually when I do front lips, I have a fear of clipping as I'm about to ollie over it. So I ollie too high and I come down too hard on the board. So my board's always cracked, but maybe because now I've got the deck rails on, maybe that'll act as a bit more reinforcement. Yeah, all right, screw it. I'll do the front lip, and then I'll decide what my last trick is after the front lip, see how that feels. See how long it takes actually, because this could take a while. So yeah, on to my 4th trick of the whole rail. Let's go, front lip. Oh, that was so scary. Yeah, I knew this one was going to be hard. I think I need to keep my shoulders straight, because when I get in it, I'm going this way. I'm trying to hold it off. Oh, nearly lost that one. And I was leaning on my toes, so it was kind of like pumping the brakes as I was sliding. So I had to lean back even harder. Oh. All right, that's 4 full length tricks. What can be my next one? All right guys, just decided on my 5th and final trick across the whole rail. I'm gonna do a backside crooked grind. Now that trick's been working a little too well for me lately, but I've been getting them pretty well. I got the balance right. Just need to get the lock in good. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. So I've committed, I've already said it out loud, said it to you guys, so I'm gonna have to do it. So I got 4 down, board slide, front board, feeble, front lip. Now, if anything, the crooked grind should be better, like more easy for me than a front lip, because I can lock it in better, and I'm better at that trick than a front lip anyway. So hopefully it goes well. I'm just gonna grab some water. Jeez, this wind is crazy. Grab some water, catch a breath, because I've been skating pretty hard today. Got to get it's hard to, like when I'm doing a full length trick on the rail, I'm trying to balance a lot, so my legs are really tensed, and my whole body is just trying to balance. It's not like if I did probably a quarter of the rail, I could just hop on, slide or grind, and then hop straight off. It's a lot harder to balance the whole way, so yeah, I'm feeling it. Nothing like when I did the 100 tray flips though. Feels so much better than that day. That was such a struggle. So yeah, gonna have a little rest, and then I'm gonna get into the crooked grind, so wish me luck. Oh jeez, I'm getting a bit stuck on there, so I think I might just wax my front truck a little bit. Alright, just wax the nose of the truck. See how that goes. Oh, so close! The wax definitely helps, so I'm feeling like I'm going to land it soon. That was so close. Oh, that was a close one. Felt more like a nose grind than a crooked grind. Oh, I'm taking it. I am taking it. I made it. Damn, that last one was a struggle. And my knee's playing up pretty bad today. And because, like, that's my front leg where I'm landing and locking into the crooked grind, that's what's taking all my weight and taking all the balance. So as soon as I landed that one, I slopped off a little bit at the end, but I made the whole rail. I'm counting it, taking it. It wasn't as bad. I watched the footage just back and it wasn't as bad as what I thought. So there it is, 5 tricks along the whole rail. And yeah, that was a struggle. So there we have it. Landed all the things I tried to do today. Got the 10 warm-up tricks, 10 tricks along half of the rail, and then 5 tricks on the whole rail. And these deck rails are amazing. So they're holding up really well, besides that one that fell out, which once again is my problem. But the rest of them, like there's a couple, where they go? Like that middle one there is hanging out. I don't know if you can tell, but it's not flush with the rail. That one's popped above a bit, just like this one was. And that one ended up coming out. So whenever that hooks on the rail or something that I want to skate, that's probably gonna pop right out. So 100% would recommend. They're only like $20 too, and it's not that hard to screw them in if you have a drill. But yeah, you can get them in a screwdriver. So they held up well. The risers helped, but I still got a bit of wheel bite, but not as much. Like it didn't stop me. I actually didn't get any on this one. So risers helped. My bearings, I actually said I was going to check in about my bearings, but they're still going really strong. Everything's so fast. My wheels are really smooth, so they're holding up well. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with my whole setup. The board was sick too. I really like the feel of it. The pop's good, the shape is good. So go and support the homie and grab one. So yeah, gonna wrap the video up here. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you're new, subscribe, like my video, all of that. I appreciate it. Appreciate all the new followers and all the likes that I'm getting. So thanks for watching. Before I leave, I'm gonna hit you guys with 5 bonus tricks. So I'm gonna put that at the end of this. So thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Peace.
Ha ha ha!